haven't even poured my wine yet. What's going on?
Oh, goodness.
Hello. Headphones already fallen out. It's going well.
That was going to be me.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Hi, Janine.
Hi. You have a guest?
Janine.
Do we have a guest?
A guest.
I'm very excited.
Guest. This is my dad. His name is Mark. And he's joining us to watch Die Hard today, and we're very excited, obviously.
As am I.
I hope you are.
I am.
I hope you are. You've been looking forward to this all week.
Yeah.
So you've got your Christmas. We've got Christmas jumpers on. Janine, I see you don't have a Christmas jumper.
No.
Bit disappointing.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find it. But it's a sweater. So, I mean, and I'm drinking a cocktail themed for the movie. So
You are. I still haven't poured my glass of wine. Dad, are you joining us in an alcoholic beverage?
Would you like me to pour your wine for you?
Well, I mean, you might have to hold the glass.
That's what I'm thinking. It's quite difficult for you to do.
It will go everywhere. It will go everywhere. What have you got?
What drink?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some kind of pale ale. In
Oh,
fact, I think
it's gone right in the mic, that.
Oh, goodness. That's some nice ASMR going on.
It is. What's going on? Steve will get excited. It's Morgan's ASMR journey with wine pouring. Where am I putting this now?
Yeah, I give it to you.
And so it began.
And it began. 2 hours of this. 2 hours of this. Have fun, everyone.
When's the film start?
The film can start whenever we want. We just kind of say hi first and let a couple of people get here. But a couple of people are here.
Yeah.
I can't hear Steve.
No, you're not supposed to hear anybody. Steve is in the chat. And Heather's in the chat as well.
And they're saying hello.
It's just Janine that you'll be able to hear.
All right. No
because
worries.
she's the one on the video.
All good.
Right. Are we ready
Yes.
to watch Die Hard? Is everybody here? Everybody's set who might be watching Die Hard. Obviously, if you're watching this later, we're going right from the start of the 20th Century Fox logo. That's where we're starting from, because you might not be watching it live, or you might just pop in for a hangout, or you might be watching this like on Christmas Day when you might be watching actual Die Hard.
Yeah.
And just watching it
Is
for
it
some
on Christmas
reason.
Day?
I don't know if it's on Christmas Day, but if people want to watch it on Christmas Day, they can watch it while also listening to the nonsense we have to say.
I think they need to.
Well, what with the nonsense that we have to say. Yeah, I think it's vital, really.
Yes.
We're better than any Bruce Willis, John
Commentary.
I think he's us drinking and watching this.
Apologies in advance if I fall asleep.
Steve has
It's nothing personal.
Steve's referred to you there as Darth Robinson.
Well, there is a picture of Darth Vader up in the house.
I know there is.
I know there is. I am evil and big.
Yes, he did tell us about that. I see it. Definitely.
Steve's making popcorn, actually, so that's nice as well.
He's ready.
You want?
Yeah.
You'll be getting hungry halfway through this, so that's not good. Right. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we going? Are we doing the countdown?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's ready?
Yes.
So when I say go, that's when we're pushing the
not
button.
one.
No, not one.
Not pause and then stop.
No. Not ho ho ho.
This is the joke.
Now I have a machine gun. No, just go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lovely stuff. There we go. It's very quiet, but don't worry. Don't worry. Stop pulling your face. This is far more enjoyable. Watching with people will be silly.
Yes.
So,
ooh, this is actually pretty good.
See, you haven't even tested it before.
I hadn't tested it.
I mean,
it's really good.
I'm glad.
It looks good, doesn't it? It looks good.
What Die Hard?
No, the drink.
The drink. I don't know. I don't know if the drink looks.
It looks
tall.
it looks like a summer drink, doesn't it? Like a refreshing, cold summer drink. Do you not think?
Is it just because it's tall?
Oh, well, maybe. No, it's the colour.
The colour.
It's fruity, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is fruity. That's fruity.
It's not. It's not.
What is it? Where is it?
West Coast Pale Ale. See,
West
I'm
Coast
like,
Pale Ale.
you know, I'm being, what's the word?
What?
It's American Pale Ale. I'm like, you American friends on telly. So I'm bringing
You're
it
being
in, aren't I?
appropriate.
Yeah.
Culturally appropriate.
Exactly.
Cultural appropriation there
Exactly.
from. Oh dear. Well, this is nice anyway. Malbec.
So you've got this on because it's a Christmas film.
We've got this on because it's a Christmas film.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yes.
There's no mistake to be made here.
No.
We're all in agreement here that Die Hard is thoroughly a Christmas film.
Can't believe some people don't think it is.
Including Bruce Willis, apparently.
How can you not?
Does he
think
not?
it's
Does
a-
Bruce Willis not?
One of the first things they've just said is Merry Christmas. How is it not a
I think-
Christmas film?
I think they did a roast of him, and at the end he came up and he just said, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. So I don't know if it was part of the roast or if he really believes that.
I'm feeling like I'm watching a lot of Bruce Willis at the minute, though.
Oh, yes, because we've been watching Unbreakable and Glass.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I saw so many Bruce Willis. What time y'all at, says Christina. It is currently 10:07 p.m., Christina. Hi.
No, what time the movie? What time is the movie at?
Well, that wasn't very clear. That wasn't very clear, was it? What time you're? I don't know what time we're at now. I can't see the time. Janine, what time you at?
I don't
we'll
know
be
how
the
to do it
same.
without messing up my TV.
Yeah, we don't want to mess up this. Christina, I mean,
It's the bit where the fella does the speech at the Christmas party.
But she's never seen it before.
Christina's never seen Die Hard before.
Right. I'd say about 2.5 minutes. Maybe more.
Yeah, I mean, what's his
I
face?
figured it out. I am at, that's not saying the time. Oh, I'm at 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Roughly there, Christina.
Yes. It's around 3:20.
What's his name? Ellis.
Yes, Alice.
He's being creepy. But that could be at any point when he's on screen, really. Or the scene.
Have you tried that thing where you take your shoes off and make balls with your feet to relax?
I always
Does
do that. Do you
Does
always
it actually work?
What?
On a plane, you know, where you take your shoes off and make balls with your feet. Everybody does that.
What the hell does that mean? Make balls with your feet?
Yeah, make a fist with your feet like that.
Like the guy told him on the plane to relax himself. That's why he's barefoot. Like
All
the
right.
whole movie.
Well, you just mean wiggle your toes.
Well, yeah, wiggle your toes, but walk around like that.
I don't walk around like that. It bloody hurts. I don't walk around on planes anyway.
You know.
Watch films and go to sleep.
You should walk around on planes, to be fair,
Yeah.
though, shouldn't you?
I do wiggle me.
Stretch.
I do stretch my calves and that, so I don't get deep vein thrombosis.
Good. No, it's it's very important to do that on a plane.
Well, next time I go on one, which will probably be in about 4 years, I'll do it.
Unfortunately, it probably will be in about 4 years. Should have been in about a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
But
Ah, well, not to worry.
no, I do that on a plane though, because you will start to my feet swell badly on a plane.
I know.
They get like that.
I know.
Can't take your shoes off. What?
There's a new film just come out with Bruce Willis in that's similar to this. What is it called?
Die Hard 6?
No,
Die Hardest.
no, it's not a Die Hard. It's oh, is it called like Kill Me or something?
Kill
I've just
Me.
seen it on telly on Netflix or Prime. Or something.
Has Bruce Willis made a
Sure it's
recent
Bruce.
Netflix movie?
I'm assuming it's Bruce Willis.
People.
Hmm.
Heather likes you. That's nice.
I like Heather. I think kill something or other. Oh god damn it, my shoulders.
Your shoulder?
I can't try and put that there, but I can't get this out.
Yeah, you can. You're fine.
What do you think of the name Argyle?
Argyle.
Would
Yeah.
you have named Morgan Argyle?
Taxi driver.
No. No,
I'm
Argyle.
not really an Argyle. am I?
Argyle Robinson.
No, it's not got the same sort of ring to it, really. Argyle, oh, it's different, isn't it? But yeah, maybe for like a middle name.
Yeah.
I don't mind the name, but you get a bit of grief at school for Argyle, I think, wouldn't
In this country, I think you would, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get away with that.
Argyle's not watching, is he? I'm not upsetting him.
Well, Argyle's there. There he is.
He's a limo driver.
Smoking in a limousine. What's going on?
Yep.
Isn't it rude to take your shoes off on a plane?
No.
I don't think.
First thing you do.
It is literally the first thing I do when I get on the plane is take my shoes off.
I guess if your feet smell, it's rude.
Sometimes I take my shoes off before I've even sat down. Yeah. And I'm just walking up the aisle and we just go, no, shoes off.
Who's suggested that?
What? Take your shoes off on the plane?
Then it might be rude.
Heather.
No, Heather's feet smell. 100%. 100%. That's why she said that. Sorry, Heather.
I don't think she's gonna like you anymore.
That's a horrible thing to say. I'm sorry.
I'm only joking, obviously.
Is that why you brought him on, just so he could roast people?
I didn't know he was going to.
I'm honest.
We are at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. I think I'm like maybe a couple seconds behind you.
And the opening credits are still going.
Yes.
Run DMC are on.
Run DMC are on. People like you, which is nice. I'm glad people like you.
Well, I am, because I'd go if they didn't. I'm going to ruin it for everybody.
Oh. I haven't had popcorn since before Corona.
If you don't catch it, yeah.
What,
Corona with popcorn, you still have it.
I don't think so. I mean, you don't know, do you, really? Well, the health minister, or whatever he's called, could come up with, well, actually,
yeah, probably
you can catch coronavirus
from the health minister
popcorn.
Is that your Dr. Fauci, the health minister?
I think so. But nobody likes him.
Oh, no.
Nobody likes anybody, do they?
He's been making stuff up for the last 9 months, that's why.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
The thing is, I don't even get popcorn when I do go to the cinema. When was the last time you went to the cinema?
You don't like popcorn.
The last time I went to the cinema was 1917. No, to watch 1917, obviously. I'm not that bloody old. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even know you saw that.
Yeah, it's a good film, 1917.
Who did you go watching that with? What? Did you?
Yeah. She fell asleep.
I bet she did fall asleep.
Standard.
Oh, well, fair enough. See, I was excited to go and watch Wonder Woman this week, but then, heavy tears of lockdown resulted in not be doing that. So
Can you not go to a different area and watch it?
You're not really allowed to,
I know, but come on.
Is Liverpool still in tier
2? You've been there today.
I have been in the general Liverpool area.
We only stayed outside.
I'm not willing to go to a theatre, a cinema in Liverpool, to be honest with you.
Just going to Liverpool bad enough, isn't it? Let's face it.
So sneaky.
Catch all sorts just going there. Coronavirus.
No.
Well, they have just won
Stop it.
Sports Personality Team of the Year. Although we should be, we're quite happy today on the football front.
Yes, very good day.
As I discussed earlier on the Patreon live stream and got very excited.
Yes, he doesn't get HBO Max, Steve, over there for some reason.
No, Britain, Steve. So unfortunately,
not unfortunately.
Yeah, because we don't get HBO Max, so we don't get all.
Could you not get it over here at all?
No, HBO in it because that's what was the Sopranos on.
Yeah, but you can't get it anywhere, can you not?
Not an HBO thing. It's what Game of Thrones obviously is as well. But you have to get that on now. But I don't think Now's got everything HBO. I think it's just got like select things.
It's been quite a bit though, I think.
Has it?
I think so, yeah. Looks like Bruce has got one of your cocktails there, Janine.
Yeah. I'm already feeling it. Ooh.
You already feel God.
Yeah.
What a start.
How old's Bruce Willis there, do you reckon?
How old's Bruce Willis there?
What year is this?
88.
88.
I don't know. How old's Bruce Willis, Janine? I bet he's older than we think he is.
Yes, I think so.
Do you reckon mid-60s now, is he? Or is he older than that, do you think? He's not older than that.
No, I don't think he's older than his mid-60s. He might be probably in his
So he's early
60s.
30s, he into probably.
Yeah, probably.
Bruce Willis was born in 1955.
Oh, tell you what, I'm good at
Mid-60s.
65.
65, dead. Right, there you go.
That's me.
Congratulations. All right, how old?
No idea.
How old's that guy? How old's Ellis?
Ellis,
With his beard.
He's no longer with us. Oh, beard
Yeah,
fella.
no,
I thought you
Ellis.
meant the other fella. Yeah,
No, Alan Rickman. No, we know Alan Rickman.
oh, the bloody
Oh.
fella on right.
Thing is, you know that Ellis is a bad guy because it's the 80s and he has a beard.
And he's doing coke on his desk.
Well, yes, obviously. But that just happened anyway. But nobody had a beard in the 80s, Janine. That was a fact, unless you were some sort of
Maybe
monster.
had a mustache. Maybe had a mustache.
Possibly,
That's true, actually.
but
isn't
it was
when you think about it?
it absolutely just kind of. It was not recommended.
Yeah.
To be like, you always hear. Or I always hear that anyway. Like the 90s as well. The 90s was an abysmally clean shaven.
Oh yeah, no beard.
Period.
90s, yeah.
But the 70s, every fool
Had a
had
mustache.
facial hair.
On the back of
And
the
a
60s,
beard.
wasn't it?
On the back of the 60s. 50s, nobody.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it?
30s, everybody had a mustache.
Like cycles, then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I
Although
think you'll shave your beard off.
no, I think I've got facial hair for life now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I've actually not had a clean shaven face since 2013,
Yeah. It is.
which is a while now.
That's his wife, isn't it?
It is his wife, yes. Why?
I think I'm getting mixed up with the other with Die Hard 2. I thought it was separated.
Oh no, they're kind of weirdly half separated, aren't they? In Die Hard,
Yeah. And even in the third
John
one,
McClane
they're
and his
separated
wife.
again.
Yeah, the career people that live on
in
opposite
different
sides of
that's
the,
right.
of the
Yeah,
country.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
all that for me.
Yes. I just
It's got witch me ear.
SNL cameo. I mean, that's an old. No, it's not that old. What SNL cameo? Never watched a thing of Saturday Night Live, so I don't really know.
Really?
It's not a thing in Britain.
Mm. You have variety
Saturday-
shows of that ilk, though?
I mean,
Like
do
live
you
comedy
want
shows?
to describe some British variety shows of yesteryear?
Hampton Deck Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but it's
probably
just,
about the closest you would be to Saturday Night Live.
But is it though? Because it's not really comedy, is it? It's not really
It
sketch
is.
comedy. Is it
Partly.
staged sketch comedy?
Partly, yeah. Yeah,
But it's
partly.
like game, but it's
Two
half
Ronnies.
game show as well, isn't it?
Two Ronnies going.
Well,
right
obviously, yeah, but that's actually still
Morecambe
good,
and
though, isn't
Wise.
it? I think you can, especially at Christmas, you can still watch two Ronnies, Morecambe and Wise, and enjoy them.
Yeah.
Or is it a bit too?
It's a bit, yeah. I mean, it's not some of the stuff that are on them shows now. You would never be able to put on the telly.
No. Not at all.
Even though it's still funny, to be fair.
But I know you were complaining about the offering on Freeview television
Poor.
on Saturday night
Poor.
last week.
Oh.
What was it? There was like some antique show, like a gardening show, and it's just rubbish. And then some like Z-list like game show that lasts about 3 weeks before it gets taken off because it gets 0 people watching it. They might as well just put like turn
the television
turn it off. Don't broadcast anything. Save your money.
You know those. Is it those like really sort of long drawn out Saturday night high emotion game shows that are just kind of
and you win like £2,000. What's the point? Watch the ones during week. You win £250,000. It's like backwards in the telly is backwards in our country. Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, there's a belting film on. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, it's like some remake from the 1930s. It's like, what's the point?
I would like that.
No, I'm not saying there's no rubbish films, but it's like the quality of the film that you can watch on a Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock is a lot better than 8 o'clock on Saturday night.
Saturday night, which should be like marquee time slot.
Exactly, yeah, it's prime time. Like, put something good on, Jesus.
Steve, who do you think I am? Can I handle a rated R movie? I'm currently watching Die Hard for one, just because I like movies from the 30s, Steve. And here is Alan Rickman.
Which is just so crazy. This was his first movie. Like, what? What a debut.
Pretty good on the stage before this, though, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what he was doing. We did coordinate Christmas jumpers, Steve. You're quite right. I insisted that you put on a Christmas jumper, to be fair. It's only because I was wearing one.
You know, it's the first time I've had a Christmas jumper on this year, this.
Is it? It's not.
It is.
It's because you've not been anywhere.
No, you can't bloody go anywhere.
I know, but that's why.
To show it off. Yeah. You can show it off to our lovely friends here in the chat.
Yeah.
That's why, though. If you could go somewhere, you'd have worn them for weeks now.
No, a couple of weeks before, tops. Before that's not Christmas jumper time, either.
Still Christmas. You were still watching Christmas in Sacramento or whatever nonsense on
California. Well, let's have it right.
Christmas in California.
Yeah.
That's an actual movie.
Yeah. It's new for 2020. Why have you not watched it?
I don't know.
It's the usual standard story.
Which is?
With a few of the same actors in, of the same films that you want. There's probably 35 different ones on this week that are the same story. Just set in different locations. They all live happily ever after.
Yeah. Is the leading woman a career woman from the city who comes to the small town?
Swapped.
It was
swapped in
Oh
this.
my gosh.
The girl, she was working on a farm. It was the bloke who was from the city who pretended to be a ranch hand. They had the ill woman. The mum was ill.
The ill woman.
She wasn't going to last very long. Yeah. Come and buy the farm off him for build some houses or something.
Was it a little bit of
they all
I
fell
want
in
to
love
see you married before I die and all that business?
Yeah, and they found, and then they miraculously found some really good grapes on the land that was really rubbish, and then built a massive vineyard, and they all lived happily ever after. It was half decent, to be honest. Highly recommended to all your viewers.
Oh. We do miss Alan Rickman. We do. There you go. There's a recommendation, though. Christmas in California.
Yeah,
it sounds right with the vineyard, to be fair.
Yeah.
California, known for its vineyards.
Yeah.
Yes.
San Francisco area.
You could also call this movie Christmas in California. Right?
You could.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
Steve says, for thieves, they are quick to murder.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong. What is it? And Alan Rickman wonders, or Hans Gruber wonders, why people think they're terrorists when they're just thieves.
They don't look very friendly, do they? They're not trying
Well,
to blend in any way, are they?
No, they're just generic, weird, throw some wacky European accents in there, and these people are your villains. They all have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like Hans Gruber's not, Alan Rickman's not even doing a German accent, is he? Though it's like when Sean Connery's asked to do any other accent, he just does his own.
You know, like they do the homework, don't they? These people, you know, the terrorists. They go in
Terrorists
cutting certain wires and all that. So
they aren't terrorists; they're just thieves.
Thieves or whatever they are. Then, yeah. There's no way you can put a chainsaw through them pipes without them thinking something's going to happen. Right? No matter how much homework you do on the place, they go through the wrong pipe, they're dead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They are very quick to murder, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, they go about it the whole wrong way, don't they, really?
It's no wonder they end up losing in the end. The incredibly erratic. Well, I mean, what's going on there?
It's a Christmas party.
I love the subtitles then just said speaking German. It just says speaking German. You're not even supposed to know what it is. Just the fact that it's German is enough.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Janine, what was the other watch along where I started drinking?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was either, at all. But it was something like the first time I'd had a drink all year. Something like that.
Was it Caddyshack?
I voted for that.
You voted for Caddyshack?
Yeah.
You weren't down here watching Caddyshack?
No.
Or were you?
Oh, you can't. I can't believe it.
What?
Lewis Hamilton's won Sports Personality of the Year.
Why?
How's he done that?
Seems pretty obvious to me. Why? What's the matter?
Why? Well, for one, he doesn't live in this country. He's moved to Monaco, so he doesn't have to pay tax.
Well, that's what everybody goes from
Why is
Monaco.
it? How come he's Sports Personality of the Year?
Because he's like the best F1 driver ever now, isn't he?
It's ridiculous.
Why? Who should have won?
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, for promoting mental health and all that. What he's come through to get to where he is.
Ronnie
now.
O'Sullivan does that.
Well, and he was on there as well as a nominee. But... Jesus Christ.
You're lucky Jordan Henderson didn't win.
Well,
I'm just going to say that. You're lucky Jordan Henderson didn't win.
Yeah. What would you do here?
What would I do if I was being confronted by...
Yeah, if you were him, what would you do? Would you just say, yeah, it's me? Or would you, like, risk him pulling somebody else out?
Have I ever come across to you as the kind of person that would try and lie and possibly get myself in a worse situation?
That's all.
Are you a good liar, Morgan?
No. No, to be fair, I actually think I am a good liar in certain contexts. But I'm going to be very, very selfish in a situation like this.
You would?
I'm going to be like, yeah, that's me. Don't worry. I'm here, not going to cause any grief. You know, I'm staying here and crack on. Go about what you want to do. Just don't do anything to me and these people, please.
Yeah. But if you put yourself out there, you know something's going to happen to you, but you're going to do that so the other people don't get it. Aye.
Oh, you mean am I sacrificing? Am I actually sacrificing now?
Yeah, because he
It
wants
depends who
you,
for,
doesn't it? He wants you, but if he doesn't find you, he's going to do somebody else.
Oh, well, no, if it's a case of it's you or somebody else,
You would
then it's
reveal
only
yourself.
honourable to take it yourself.
He's going to find you anyway, isn't
Yeah, there's no use in just going, no, because then you leave a terrible legacy
he? How
behind.
come he's got nothing on his feet?
He doesn't have anything on his feet, does he? That's the point of the movie. He runs around barefoot like a madman.
The guy
Because
in the
he's-
plane
because
told
he's
him,
told-
if you're tense,
that
take
was
off
that
your
one.
shoes and socks and make fists with your feet to relax. So he was making fists with his feet to relax, and then all of this broke out. So he had to.
That's where
Didn't have any
that's
time
where
to
the
get shoes,
sorry, I
did he?
missed the bit before then. That's where the other conversation come from.
Yeah.
With you.
And then he keeps wanting to take one of the terrorist shoes,
That's
but all of them have too small of feet.
a notification.
Yeah, somebody's outside of the house.
All these
Some-
big German men
somebody
have tiny
at the door.
feet.
Lucas. Lucas before that. Where's that one just come through? Unless it's another one.
You're right in the microphone there, by the way. You know,
Oh, sorry.
you're literally sat right in
Oh,
front of the
sorry.
microphone. It's
Did you not
literally
teach him about watch along etiquette?
there.
He's not told me anything, Janine.
I have.
I've literally walked down here and I'm on telly. I don't know. Like, he's not
Blame
told me anything.
Morgan.
So
Blatant
poor, I had
lies.
such a poor briefing, honestly.
Absolute lies. I will not stand for it. He's never in these days, is he? I don't know. As many of you will be able to realize, this watch along is actually the perfect opportunity to observe my change in speech patterns and dialect depending on who I'm speaking to.
Oh.
Because I've discovered something about myself, that I actually change the way I speak quite drastically depending on who I'm speaking to and whatever I think like they would be more comfortable listening to.
Yeah.
Which
Why
is
do you do
why
that?
it's why like on stuff like this I'm more pronounced, but then when I was just talking to you, I was speaking more naturally because it was just you.
I mean, just me.
No, because it was just you and you know that like
Rude.
you know what I
Wow,
mean.
very rude, Morgan.
Honestly, I'm off. I'm off.
But if I was, yeah, because I it's because I don't think, and I know for a fact, Janine can't understand a proper West Orton accent.
Yeah, she can.
I know
She can
that for a
understand
fact.
Me.
Yeah. You don't think I can understand?
Of course.
Not when we go
Full on.
Not when we go full on.
I don't change how I speak.
I didn't say you did.
And I can understand him. That's what he's saying.
Right, well, fine. I'm just saying I do
Just
it.
talk normal all the time.
I am talking normal.
Sweating a bit now, innit?
Of course he is.
He'd got some blood on him when he did that.
How do you know?
He's quite close.
You don't know the distance blood splats off a.
Look how far it's gone all over thing there.
Because the
I know it's gone that way, but he'd have got a bit on him.
Well,
Can you
does it
imagine?
deter away from your enjoyment?
No.
No.
Can you imagine 1988 Frank Sinatra doing this?
Frank Sinatra.
Yes. they were obligated to offer him this role first because he played the character in another movie based on these books, like earlier in his career.
How the hell was Frank Sinatra in 1988?
So, because he originally played the same character of John McClane in a different movie based on a book in the series, they were contractually obligated to offer this role to him first.
Wow. That'd have been well done.
Would it?
Imagine Frank Sinatra
horrendous?
try and get through that big fan in a bit.
Crawl through the vents.
Crawling through the ducts and that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
See what I mean?
What?
Realistically, not happening that in that plant room.
It's just because you happen to know a lot about plant rooms.
Yeah,
that's why. We shouldn't have brought you into this. There's enough things happening in plant rooms and boiler rooms, and
we'll get some good insight, Morgan.
Yeah. It's, to be honest, it's good to know something like this couldn't actually happen without some sort of serious
injury there.
Injury to the people doing it. Janine, did you do something with Dan?
No, Dan did. He has a show on SCN where he breaks down movies that he has in his DVD collection, and I believe he recently did a video on Die Hard. So he did mention the thing that I just said about Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Which Netflix actually has a really good kind of series called The Movies That Made Us, where they do like these in-depth breakdowns of like these big movies and talk to the cast and the directors and all this stuff. And there is one on Die Hard.
I've seen the stuff with the toys.
So yeah, they did the similar thing, but with movies. So they did it with like Dirty Dancing, Ghostbusters, Die Hard, and another really big movie. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen the toys that made us on.
Yeah, so they did the movies that made us as well.
Toys and He-Man toys and that sort of stuff.
So they talked to John McTiernan and the lady who plays his wife and the guy who plays Argyle. And talked to them about making the movie.
I don't think I've seen that though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Everybody gets different net. Your Netflix at the minute must just be full of Christmas in the small town Canada.
No.
How many log cabins appear on your Christmas on your?
Well, that's
Netflix
what I try and find one with a log cabin in because it's always nice, isn't it?
They all have log cabins.
It's been missed going to Fernie, doesn't it? You know, I try and get a bit of.
You have to show him that little video I sent you with that people reenacting like what happens in all these movies. It's very funny.
I will remind me to show you that it's just funny. It's just reenacting.
They just do like this little parody of like what these movies all are.
All right. Yeah. Show me. Sounds good.
I will. Alan Rickman is very good. He is.
Yes. What do you think of his American accent?
Alan Rickman's American accent. I think he's better than his German. He doesn't do a very convincing German accent, but
because British people tend to go more Southern. Like I think Southern is easier for them to get into when it comes to an American accent.
I think it depends where you're from.
Like Andrew Lincoln, on Walking Dead, he does like Southern. When Alan Rickman does his accent here to be an American, posing, he's doing that kind of Southern thing.
I do think it's what your natural accent is, though.
Okay.
Because, like someone from, like the southeast here, talks with kind of round R's and that sort of stuff. We have very flat R's.
Yeah.
We don't really you always make fun of how I say Carla's name because I just say Carla.
Yeah.
Like that rather than Carla. It's not rounded so that's why I think it's easier for Southern English people to do Southern American because they're both very round R's.
Oh, it's okay. Because he does that a lot with his American accent when he's faking.
That's why I can't do a Texan accent.
I want to say that show I watched said like he was like a ballet dancer or something. This terrorist guy.
I mean, to be fair, he also looks like he could pull off being a Russian ballet dancer or something like that.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's some kind of ballet dancer or something like that in real life.
Well, in real life?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant a movie.
I need to help me drink.
It's so funny. Like, look how big and tall he is, and he has too small of feet for Bruce to fit in his shoes. That's why he can never take anybody's shoes that he killed, because their feet are all too small.
Do you want some help?
That's okay.
Are you going to pour right into the microphone again? Well, I did before. I think people like it.
I think people like the sound. Yeah.
It doesn't have the same effect when you're trying to do it. So look at state of that now.
just show everybody that. Look at that. Look at that.
Waste of time.
Aww.
Epic fail.
Put your big head on that one. Aww.
It's a bit cheeky.
I told you this drink, I'm feeling it.
Are you going to have another one, Ginny?
Well, I made some more, and it's in my fridge here, so I've already done a little bit of a refill.
See, to be fair, Janine goes one better than us in her studio area. She actually has a mini fridge and a snack bar.
I do.
You need
I have
to
a snack wall, my movie snack wall, which I'm actually thinking of partaking of a snack right now.
Here we go, crawling through all this now.
I was in the lift shaft now, and he's getting there.
It is difficult to imagine Frank Sinatra doing that, to be honest, Janine. It's
yeah,
just a little bit.
Because I mean, how old was he in 1988? Woof.
That's a great line. I love that line. He won't be joining us for the rest of his life. Oh dear. I mean, if you look at this movie from Hans Gruber's point of view, is it not just a slasher movie where Bruce Willis is actually just acting as the Michael Myers, picking off all of his gang members one by one?
Essentially.
Is that an alternative viewing of Die Hard where it's just a slasher movie?
But he's the good guy.
Yeah, but not if you look at it from Hans Gruber's point of view.
He's not Thanos. You're giving him too much credit.
How small are these people's feet? That's my...
Well, Steve did a hashtag, feet smaller than my sister. Which is what he said.
I mean, how small are your sister's feet, Steve? This is what you're not telling everybody.
Well, that's what John McClane said in the movie.
Oh. I was just going to say I wouldn't publicly put out like the size of your sister's feet on the internet. We know how that tends to go. People are weird with feet on there.
That's actually a sweater you can buy, which, like, wouldn't you just make it yourself?
Which one?
That now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Seen one of them.
Oh, no, yeah, you just make it yourself. You just buy a plate. It'd look better if you actually just bought a light grey jumper and just write it on.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find a Die Hard shirt, a cool one to wear for today, and I saw a bunch of these sweatshirts that you could buy that said that. And I'm like, really? They want people to pay for that?
It's a scam. It's like you know when Toy Story 4 came out and they were selling those toys of the Forky, whatever he's called. It's like you would literally just make one. You would surely, literally just make one of those things of Forky, because you just put in a fork with two googly eyes on and some pipe cleaner arms, which is just seems more reasonable than buying for $30, pounds, whatever, a plastic version of the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What snack have you got?
Pringles.
Pringles.
Does the Pringles man get to go in the Mustache Hall of Fame?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Geez, just made me hungry.
It's Pringles now.
Yeah.
You not had any Pringles, I bet, have you? Pringles is a staple at Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, Pringles is a staple. You always have Pringles at Christmas.
What?
Yeah, you do.
Since when are Pringles so specific to Christmas?
Just have them anytime, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they're always on a Christmas spread.
Seriously?
Yeah.
To be fair.
You guys class up Pringles like that?
No, it's not classing them up. It's just Pringles just being Pringles. You get your hand stuck in the tube and that's Pringles. But I had to explain to Janine what after eights were the other day.
I can understand that though. I think it's a very British thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Steve, Morgan's never seen Mission Impossible.
So no, we don't watch Mission Impossible, Steve, do we? For obvious reasons. We know
we are definitely going to do a series at some point, and Morgan hasn't seen. So
you keep telling me, but you haven't done it yet, have you?
I will.
You've had plenty of opportunity. We're nearing 100 episodes. Certainly it isn't, Steve. Don't worry about that. There will be no OnlyFans calendar of me. It's not going to happen. As much. Billy's not even here to
back you up on that. There is some demand for Morgan to do.
There's no demand. There's demand from one person, and he's not getting it.
Do it.
How much would it sell for? I don't know.
And this dumb 911 lady makes me so mad.
Connors.
Yeah.
I also saw a sweater that said, "No shit, lady." What? Was that really a big line in this movie that it warranted a sweater?
I think movies like this, every line can result in some sort of famous quote.
Yeah, it was like, "No shit, lady, I'm not ordering a pizza." It was like that line.
It's like me with Shrek. Every line can be somewhat of a famous quote.
Bitch, your bottom.
You always say, but that's actually not from Shrek. You always say
it's from the sequel. Shrek, I know. It's from Shrek 2.
From Shrek.
It's from Shrek 2. So it counts in the Shrekiverse.
Now, if you want a bottom-related quote from Shrek 1, you'd have to say, "You're going the right way for a smack bottom."
Bottom, yes. Yeah, Carl Winslow.
I'll be here for all your bottom-related Shrek quotes.
You should have done the accent then, though. Well.
I'll leave that to Janine. Janine does the better Shrek voice than I do. Leave it to the Canadians to do a good Shrek impression.
I'm not a real Canadian.
Where do people say you're from, Janine? Nowhere and everywhere.
Nowhere and everywhere, yeah.
Oh, where's me wine gone?
How did he just end up being like a cop and everything?
Who, Bruce Willis or Reginald VelJohnson?
Oh, gone.
Reginald VelJohnson.
Because he looks like.
You saw him and said he's just gonna be one of these donut eating cops and everything, including his television series.
Thank you. Yeah, he was in. What was he in? What TV show was he in?
Family Matters.
See, I was going to say Family Ties then, because I get confused with them all.
Matters, which is actually a spin-off show, which people don't really know or think about.
What have you done there?
Look ridiculously gassy for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it.
What happened?
Dropped it in and it exploded.
Oh no! It's even worse than the last time.
That's terrible.
Foam.
Where did them from?
I don't know what's going on.
That's terrible.
Where have you had them from?
They're from the West Coast, apparently.
We're on the West Coast.
That's never going to hold that.
What?
Reality there, isn't it?
That gone. No, it's not, is it?
Not going to hold.
The weight of a full-grown man.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Know much about lift shafts.
Yep. I know it wouldn't be like that.
Oh, it's struggling now, though.
Where have they gone by now?
The gun's struggling now. I didn't say Abe Lincoln. I said, hey, Blinken.
That's a good one.
It is. It is. Can we just ask the question of what shampoo do all the thieves use? Because all the hair is really... I don't want to use the word luscious, but I'm going to.
It is. Probably use some like...
It's just long and flowing.
Some German berries or something.
German berries?
Yeah.
What, from a bush? You just go around picking the berries from a bush, rub it in the hair, and that's what they use as shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
See, what you have in vent ducts.
What do you have in
dampers to balance the amount of air that's flowing down each of the ducts. And there isn't any in this. It's either really, really poorly designed building where the ventilation system doesn't work properly. It's just not realistic.
What if they don't need?
No, they do. It won't work properly. It's big, massive. This is like 1988.
Yeah,
big, massive, like modern skyscraper. This, and they just stuck a load of vent ducts in. It's not even don't even work properly. Shocking.
So the dampers would make it inaccessible for a human
like
being.
that there on end.
Yeah,
there'd be a damper behind that. And them should be in the ducts as well. There isn't any.
So there wouldn't be any room for a human being.
Well, they won't be able to crawl through all the way like he does, because at some point you get to a damper that stops him from doing it.
There you go. Bet you didn't know that, people.
Dropping some knowledge. I like it.
Quite the hair there is. I mean, Thieves' hair is impressive. I want to know if Christina's enjoying the movie.
Apparently, she got a call from her kids, so that's held her up. Yeah. So she, like me, have to
understandable.
Yeah.
Well, I want Christina to tell us when she does watch the full movie if she enjoyed the movie, at least then. Because this can set us up for a right good week before Christmas of Christmas films, this. I mean, you've already done Home Alone.
I didn't do it proper.
Oh.
They were on, but I weren't really invested in watching it.
I could hear it, and I were upstairs.
There were a lot going on in my life on my phone. I was very distracted.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're putting it under strain in my ear. This now.
Am I?
Yeah.
I was twisting it. Fine.
You know, if we're going to do this again, this needs to be better, Morgan.
Yeah.
We can't be having this.
Oh, we need a splitter then.
Yeah, well, sort it out.
Didn't you have a splitter at one point?
You lost it.
How do you mean I lost it? Why would I have had it? Why would I have had your splitter? Why would I have needed your headphone splitter?
Janine's not got headphones in.
She has.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I can't see that from you. Yeah, you need to sort this out so it's better than this.
Does that mean you'll be joining us again?
Well, if I'm invited, then maybe. I don't want to spoil you, sure. It can't be a regular thing.
This next turn is my pick. And since we're doing like presidential movies, I was thinking about Air Force One. So we'll see.
Air Force One, you know, I nearly watched that the other night.
Did you?
I did,
It's not really a Christmas movie, is it?
No, it's not. No, but it come up on my thing on Netflix. On Netflix or on Prime. One of them.
Do you want to join us for Air Force One?
Air Force One. I did watch a good film the other night.
What?
13 Hours.
13 hours.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
The CIA compound in Benghazi, 2012, when it got attacked by the.
Is that the Michael Bay movie? Am I thinking of the right one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fella from The Office is in it.
Yeah, John Krasinski.
Yeah,
I am thinking of the right one.
Michael, we are at 52 or 53. We're at 53, Michael.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
53 minutes.
Question is, why is John McClane's vest changed colour?
Very good point.
There's your big die-hard question. Why does it happen, guys?
Because he's dirty and sweaty and crawling through vents.
No, I'm not buying that.
Too even.
I'm not buying that.
Change your colours too even.
It is. It's an exact change of vest.
So wife beater isn't a term that you use for that type of shirt.
Well, no, but it can be, I suppose. Just a little bit unfortunate of a term, isn't it? Really, people say that about Stella.
Yeah, I can see why they.
What would you call like a British redneck person? Because that's where this kind of name of a shirt originated from.
British redneck person.
Well,
do you have a name for that?
Probably like a scroll or something. Wouldn't
yeah. That's a bit of a harsh word, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It's a really harsh word.
We don't really have a
no, because you don't really have an equivalent because you don't because redneck you always think of like as just being backwards and rural, and you don't really have those kind of people here because it's not big enough of a country.
Okay.
Like the rural people tend to be very kind of actually very unredneck, like
very snooty.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the more rural people you get are kind of like the less weird, almost, because they're just very plain
very
and
British, aren't they?
Yeah.
See, this guy kind of does a southern accent too.
Reginald Val Johnson, I think we're on wrong times here.
No, the guy who's pretending to be like the main guard at the building. I think I'm maybe like 4 or 5 seconds behind you.
We'll be good.
Because I never remember to press pause or play to start the movie again once I have it paused where I want it. So I press play at go, but it's not play. You have to press pause again.
It's like when we're doing the record. It's like when we're doing the recording. It's always on pause. It's never play because then that will screw up the whole.
And I never remember that. So yeah, you put me a couple seconds behind you.
Michael says John found a different shirt hanging in the vent. My question is, what the hell was a vest doing in a vent?
Yeah, should have dampers in there, not bloody vests.
Maybe they were using the vest as a damper.
One of the workmen that's built the vent has left his bloody vest in. That's what he's done. Yeah, that's a different compliment.
It is, though.
Bad continuity, that, isn't it?
Terrible famously terrible continuity.
You don't think he would have gotten that dirty yet?
It's not dirt. It's a new vest. It's exactly the same
not
colour.
Even the same cut.
It's the same cut.
I don't think it is it?
I don't know. I've not been paying that much attention to the cut of Bruce Willis's vest. I don't pay attention to the cut of people's
Rewind
vests.
it and get him to when he's had his white vest on. Yeah, well, it's different cut. His arms are not even dirty. So why would his vest be that?
Oh, that's a good point there, Janine. You've been had. His arms aren't dirty, so why would his vest be?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's sweating, being manly.
Trying too hard.
Oh, goodness.
You know, if I were one of them doing the Robin here,
yeah.
Once obviously you've blown your cover that you're the robber, you'd whip your tie off, wouldn't you? But he still sat there in full suits.
This is just because you hated wearing a tie for a long
Jesus
time.
Christ. Undo your top button, take your tie off, and just surely it makes it feel a bit more comfy. What do you not think?
What, not wearing a tie? Well, yeah, not wearing a tie wouldn't be more comfy than wearing
He's obviously
a tie.
Under a bit of pressure, isn't he? We sit there in a suit with a tie on.
But it is 1988, and that's what happened.
No, actually, yeah, that time you
literally just wear a tie. If you're not wearing a tie, get out.
Yeah.
The costume designer of this movie is Marilyn Vance, so you can send her a message telling her you don't like her use of tank top. And
I'm forgetting the era.
You are forgetting the era.
You
think it's 2020,
yeah,
and it's 1988. Did you burn all those ties?
No, sent them to a charity shop.
Some of them were very fat. Like full on. You used to have to wear like Trump ties, like that wide.
Oh my gosh.
They weren't that bad.
They went down to your knees.
Clown, like a joke shop tie.
Yeah, they weren't like clown ties.
They went down to your knees. The little bit behind was actually sometimes longer than the bit in front. And they were always garish colours of pink or green.
Yeah. Them Pringles sound good.
Do I can those
proper stomach rumbling here now, Janine.
Sorry.
Pringles have you got? What flavor?
When I drink, I need to eat.
What flavor are the Pringles?
My favorite, sour cream and onion.
Oh God,
you do like a sour
cream
cream and onion.
My favorite as well.
You do like a sour cream and onion Pringle.
Send one down the wire.
Oh, man. It's not even the tall can; it's just the baby one. So I'm almost out.
Do we not have any? I mean, we could have got some like cashew nuts or something, couldn't we? Actually, I think we've got some of them.
Yeah.
Well, now you know for next time.
I was too busy trying to figure out the sound and the little bit of a change.
Not properly organised for this today.
A little bit of a change of a layout. I'm okay when it's one person, but there was two people, so I had to change the camera, change the angle, change the position of the mic. I was.
You've only had all day to do it.
I had all day to do it because I had to do the other stream over there an hour before.
All right, fair enough.
So we had 45 minutes.
No, Steve, I did not watch the Video Chronic quiz. Ooh, sounds like a fun one. I would have done that quiz. I think I would have done okay.
On what was it? What was it on?
Die Hard.
On Die Hard.
Mm-hmm. And this news lady who's the mom in everything.
I mean, I
actually learned something. This lady who plays the mom in like every 80s movie, who's this news anchor. She played the same exact news anchor in a Denzel Washington action movie called Ricochet. So she's the same
bringing up trivia here.
Well, I am a movie trivia competitor.
So. I know you are. What about Paul Gleason wearing the same suit that he wore in The Breakfast Club? I don't know if that's true, but it looks like
right.
It looks like it.
Nice chair.
It is a nice chair. Wish I had a chair like that.
You stand on
I don't think I'd be able to do a good trivia quiz on this movie. I don't know it well enough. Like I watch it every year, but I don't know it like the back of my hand, like I do some things. Do you have one like that? Would you say you have any film
that you could just take a quiz on because you know it that well?
No, not one. I don't like watch them like that.
No, I know, but one that you've seen so many times that it's just absolutely natural.
No.
Is it typical for you to watch the Harry Potter movies at Christmas?
Oh, they're always on. They're always on.
Yeah, I always watch. Yeah. You know what a Christmas film is for me, and everybody like says no, it's not. I always watch Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz is not a Christmas film.
No, but for some reason,
it just
it's
gives
Christmas because I think when I was little, it was always on. So I always watched it, and I didn't watch it any other time of year other than Christmas. So now we associate it as being.
Have you watched it this Christmas?
I think people have that.
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
I think people have a movie that's not inherently a Christmas movie that they watch every Christmas.
And Wizard of Oz is
like Harry Potter. Yeah. But I watch Harry Potter all the time anyway. It's me. I mean, that's obviously my movie, isn't it? But it's, more than one movie. It's just Harry Potter in general is what I know, like the back of my hand.
Well. He's playing the exact same character he played in Breakfast Club.
I think he is, yeah. I think he's just changed from being a head teacher to a
the pet guy from Ghostbusters. He's playing the same character he played in Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Secretly, all movies in the 80s are linked to each other in some wacky way.
Yeah.
It's like Shyamalan movies that are apparently all in the same world, no matter where they are. So I need a good set of floodlights. I think Al Powell can go in the Mustache Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is obviously not the official Mustache Hall of Fame. This is just kind of the general unofficial Mustache Hall of Fame.
Considering you just put the Pringles man in there.
Yeah, so it's a nice mustache. He clearly takes care of it.
Yes.
It's nowhere near as good as the Pringles man and his mustache.
It is billowy.
It's billowy. Billowy is the perfect word.
Holly is kind of a badass. Like, you can see why John like fell in love with her in the first place.
Very similar people.
Mm-hmm.
Tend not to think too much about the romance in Die Hard, though, to be perfectly honest with you, Janine. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I guess I'm a girl who likes romance, so I pick up on those things.
Well, I don't think we have to be that stereotypical about it.
Well, I'm just a girl who likes rom-coms. Like, that is my genre of choice. So
every movie's a rom-com in some way.
Yes.
Including... Is The Wizard of Oz a rom-com?
No.
No. Not in any way. Not in any way. I mean, he's got a shout of going in the Mustache Hall of Fame if it wasn't for his little... Whatever. Everybody has different names for that.
I don't know.
Janine, what do you call that as a Californian?
What?
That little bit of facial hair there.
I don't know. I think there is a name for it, but I don't remember what it is.
Argyle's clueless. Or is Argyle in Clueless? Argyle's not in Clueless.
No, he's just like partying in his car while all of this is going on right behind
He's clearly he's actually clueless. That's true. Not a lot of thought gone in there, has there? I feel like you didn't need to do the poem there.
I just looked it up.
More of a Christmas one.
So apparently, like a little piece of beard that's under your lip. Is that what you're asking? It's called a sour patch.
A sour patch?
Oh, that was a bloody
That's
sweet.
What
it is.
Sour patch.
That's pat. No, I'm not calling it that. Well, Michael says it's a soul patch.
Yeah, I've heard that. Soul patch.
Well, this thing says sour patch. I don't know why it says that. But okay, here's something else. It does say it's a soul patch. But yeah.
Well, he's got a soul patch. Or a sour patch. What if he gets a sour patch stuck in his soul patch? What about that?
Oh, that sounds like a problem.
I don't think I've ever had a sour patch. Sweet. At all. What's this?
I love that they like took the time to make that guy prick his finger on a rose and be like, oh, and react to it. Like, it wasn't necessary, but they did that. And this guy just taking a candy bar.
You think they've had all that set up by now? They took it all there.
They've been there
actually, no, let's get it out
for so long.
Because they sent one of these RVs in. They'd have all that set up straight away. Really bad planning, wouldn't they? But they don't even know how to do it.
Oh dear.
Amateurs.
I don't know what that means. Amateurs.
They would though, wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Well, you get involved then. You go and stage a high stakes robbery.
Yeah, but they just sent them up straight away. Right, go and get the rocket launchers set up in case you send one of them big things in.
Danny Ocean over here.
I'm gonna do a job, do it properly. The LAPD got them.
Got what?
These things they send in. These RVs.
I don't know if the LAPD have them. I mean, he's not doing a good job of it there, has he?
No.
He's done a terrible job of it there.
They might as well have painted a big target on the side and said, well, go on then. I'm just going to try and get up these steps that I can't get up. And you can blow me up.
One of his cops here is from Die Hard with a Vengeance, who's like a cop who works with him in New York, but somehow he's a cop in LA in this movie.
Do you like Die Hard with a Vengeance? Dad 3 with Sam Jackson.
Can't really remember, to be honest.
I like Die Hard with a Vengeance.
It's my favorite one.
Do you know what I've actually just been reminded of? That old guy when we were driving back home today on the road. I don't know why. I've just thought about him again.
Yeah, no words.
That was a bizarre story.
Oh, what did he do?
Go on.
No. You tell it.
So we're just driving back home from being out today. And it's tough. It really is tough to describe.
Road,
really. Yeah, it's okay. So my dad's driving down this narrowish road, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a 2-lane road, a perfectly legitimate road. And an older gentleman is crossing the street. But then, like, when he's like a step away from the pavement, instead of actually stepping onto the pavement, he seems to walk like 10 yards directly towards the car while we're still driving forward.
Oh no!
On this like narrow road where somebody's coming down the other side, so we can't exactly move.
Yeah.
So then he just gives us the finger before going
like coming at him.
We're coming at him.
Oh my goodness.
COVID's getting to everybody.
People are going insane.
Yes, I think so. I think they're not translating any of this German.
Looks like Chuck Norris.
Looks that picture, isn't it? You don't think?
I don't really think he looks like Chuck Norris, no.
Right.
So I've come to the can pour stage, so excuse my etiquette here.
Oh goodness me.
To be fair, it's exactly what you do.
I wouldn't do it on telly.
Not in public, Janine. Come on.
I probably would, actually.
I don't know what it is with... There's no etiquette to finishing food, is there, with you? Like, you do stuff like licking plates and all that business.
Your mum does that. I don't do that. Your mum would do that. Oh. And bowls and stuff.
I can't understand it at all.
I don't want to be wasteful.
No, you do that with Pringles, to be fair, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You do, yeah, you do. No.
You can't know because you're just drinking salt.
No.
You're drinking excess salt.
No, you're getting all the crumbs that are like not pieces that you can reach in the can and get anymore.
You know what I'm like with salt?
Still at him, isn't he? Bloody hell.
He's not stopped. He's taking his tie off.
About time.
No, he's not.
He's tying it up. What an idiot.
I thought he was taking his tie off.
Just smarting himself up.
Oh my god. He's getting himself in the mood to go and confront them, is what he's done. I hope Al got a promotion after this as well, Steve. Actually, yeah. It's a fair point there.
He comes across to me as somebody who wouldn't want one.
Al?
Yeah.
It's also a fair point.
I think he's just happy doing a good job and not having all the...
any recognition.
Yeah.
Janine, what do you think? Do you think Al Powell is somebody like that?
I think he deserves a promotion, but yeah, I think he is the type who wouldn't be doing any of this for any kind of recognition.
Yeah.
A rare, pleasant person.
Yes.
There in the world. Unlike Ellis here.
You'd think he'd want the promotion if his wife is really pregnant, like he said at the convenience store. Or if he was just trying to save face from buying all those donuts, saying that they were for his pregnant wife.
Yeah.
I also think I do definitely think also that Ellis is the kind of guy that demands a promotion when in the fact he's not done any work for 2 years. Janine, have I got a purple mouth yet?
From this distance, I can't really tell.
Good with the distance then, aren't we?
I think you're all right there.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's all right. You're comfortable.
Yeah.
You got a little close to the camera there. It does look a little bit of purple.
Well, I'll stay back here then. You're not comfortable at all, are you?
Yeah, I'm reasonably. I've got this. I can't move my head because this thing keeps. I feel like it's coming out. Yeah, I feel like I'm Tin Man off Wizard of Oz.
You're obsessed with the Wizard of Oz.
I am. I'm moving like that. I'm like a bloody C-3PO.
Oh, Janine, for God's sake, I can feel it in my cheeks.
Oh, the purple. Just tell people that's how you got your name, the Purple Dawn.
But it isn't, is it? It isn't.
Oh, I'm going to have to...
Well, yeah. What if you just barged? What if you just barged?
Oh, there goes my phone.
At least it wasn't your cup of foam.
Janine's just said at least it wasn't your glass of foam. I wonder what this one's turns out like.
Perfect.
Brian! Hi, Brian. Now I feel ashamed that I'm drinking in front of Brian.
We are at Alice's big scene where he tries to negotiate a minute or hour, 20 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're at the Alice Hans booby scene.
Janine, I actually feel ashamed that I'm drinking in front of Brian.
Why?
Actually, I'm very American.
Very American. You
have
got
much better.
You've got a glass from Wilmington, North Carolina there, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. How are you, Brianne? Hope you're doing well.
Thank you for popping by.
Hi, Brianne.
Brianne, this is my dad. He's an idiot. He's an idiot, Ellie. He's a moron. Don't do drugs, kids. Brianne says, hi, Dad. When did Die Hard become a classic Christmas movie? One that just needs to be watched. Around what time was that, would you say?
I don't know.
Because it's only 32 years old.
Yeah. I don't know. When do any of them become that?
Like Christmas.
Well, no, but I like...
Where this whole debate started happening.
Yeah, when did the whole debate start happening? Because there is more outright Christmas movies that you can understand.
You mean
why.
about Die Hard?
Yeah, that you can understand why. Like, you can understand why Home Alone became regular Christmas viewing, but why did what is an action movie set at Christmas become virtually essential Christmas viewing for everybody?
I don't know. Maybe when the debate about whether it is a Christmas movie or not became a bit more, you know. It is, isn't it?
I mean, it is. Yeah, that's why we're watching it now. If it wasn't a Christmas movie, we'd now be watching. What would we be watching, Janine? What's a Christmas movie? Another Christmas movie that we'd like to do on a watch along. There was really no contest. This was the movie we were doing
this
week. So,
what did you do last Christmas?
We weren't doing watch alongs last Christmas.
Good answer.
We've only done. This is only about the 6th one or something like that. So, thanks for popping in, Brianne. Thank you. Have fun. Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation would have been a great watch along.
It would.
Yeah.
Deck the halls.
Oh, for God's sake.
You did tell me about this, Morgan.
Your obsession with Deck the Halls.
I love it. That was the first Christmas film.
I know it was.
Mainstream Christmas film that I watched.
It's not a mainstream Christmas film.
When I say that, I mean not like the crappy ones that you watch at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon or whatever.
I thought you said good movies on at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon.
I like them crappy ones. They're good for me then. But like, you know, if I told you, what was it? It was like The Miracle at Christmas or whatever they're called. It's not Deck the Halls. Deck the Halls got like proper actors in them ones. I
know Deck the Halls has got proper actors in, and I know Deck the Halls is a perfectly good movie, but why you watch it so often all the time is unbelievable to me. And every time that we were in Canada, oh my God, Deck the Halls is on. Put it on now.
Yeah, well, you have to.
There were years when I went a Christmas without watching Miracle on 34th Street and Home Alone because you were watching Deck the Halls.
Not Home Alone. No, I wouldn't watch. I'd watch Home Alone over Deck the Halls.
But we can't watch Deck the Halls. I can't watch Home Alone as a family unit anymore because apparently people in this household don't like Home Alone anymore.
Yeah, have a word with your mother.
Oh no.
What did she say? She doesn't like all that slap and tickle or something, she said the other day. So, no. What did she say? Slap dash.
I don't know. She was trying to say slapstick.
Slapstick, yeah.
It might have been slapstickle. Something like that. Well, she also called churchgoers clan members the other day, so...
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness.
Just not every churchgoer. Just a particular group of them.
She realised she got that so wrong as soon as she said it.
I don't understand how people can't like Home Alone. It's just such a nice movie to watch.
Yeah. I mean, the parents are terrible, but...
And you just figured out that Catherine O'Hara was Catherine O'Hara as well, because you've been watching Schitt's Creek.
Yeah. It was only when I watched Home Alone
that you realised it was the same person.
That's the same person. We've done him there, hasn't he?
It's just he's not really a believable accent, though, is it? Really? I mean, I'd be questioning what's going on. It sounds like if I try and do him one. What Christmas films haven't you watched yet? What's on the agenda for this week?
Life.
Right.
Home Alone 2.
Right.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, see, I've already watched both of them. I haven't watched any Home Alone yet, though.
I haven't either.
Elf.
I always save those.
Oh, stop it, Elf. Please. I watched Deck the Halls above Elf.
You've based your whole hate of Will Ferrell on that one movie.
I have.
I'm going to eventually do a Will Ferrell series on Morgan Hasn't Seen, and
you're not, because I am going to refuse to do it and cancel the show forever.
Christmas Chronicles, I've watched that. That's good.
You have watched that?
And Christmas Chronicles 2. Polar Express.
Oh God, I can't be doing with the Polar Express.
I was going to watch that.
I can't be doing with the Polar Express.
I haven't brought myself to watch that yet. That uncanny valley of animation scares me.
It's weird video game animation.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah. Die Hard 2.
But I certainly need Die Hard 2. I certainly need to watch all the Christmas carols.
Oh God, yeah. That's obviously on the list. Christmas Carol.
I thought you'd watch.
No.
Well, you'd watch Muppets.
I watched Muppet Christmas Carol.
And you watched You were watching 1951 the other day.
No,
but it were in colour for some reason, and I didn't care for that. Gremlins, we need to watch.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, we need to watch. There's a lot.
Oh yeah,
I've watched National Lampoon.
See, I haven't even watched Christmas Vacation yet.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Santa Claus. I've watched Santa
Claus. I'd like to point out that he's got a list on his phone of these.
Yeah.
Certainly, we need to watch Albert Finney Scrooge.
Yeah,
don't we? Certainly, to watch that as a family.
Yeah.
Michael, Dead-Eyed Polar Express.
Yes, right.
That's correct. You're quite right, Michael.
The Johnson twins.
Muppet Christmas Carol is the best Christmas Carol we've got there. Gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Look, I'm saying it's pretty excellent, but I'm still going with it being actually my third favourite Christmas Carol.
Yeah, no, you're wrong.
Behind Albert Finney in 1951.
Albert Finney's the best one.
Yeah. Just is though, isn't it?
Born up the road.
I know he was. This is the thing. This is why we like Scrooge the Musical, Janine, because Albert Finney is a local boy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like Robert Shaw, but slightly less local.
Yeah, but it's only like
it's
7 miles up the road.
It's not far, but not even Robert Shaw was 2 miles up the road.
I didn't know that.
I don't think there's a pub. I don't think there's a Wetherspoons. Unless there is.
I think there might be.
Is there?
Yeah, this accent. We tried. This is like a Russian doll of accents. He's a British person trying to speak like a German person, trying to speak like an American person. So
I've got a Russian doll over there.
I cut him some slack.
Did you get me that snowman Russian doll from Moscow?
I did.
Thought you did.
Did you go visit this building, Morgan, when you were running around LA?
Did I visit this building?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's a real building. You can go, I think.
Where is it?
Los Angeles.
Pretty sure.
Los Angeles, pretty big area there.
I don't know where.
Is it just in downtown Los Angeles? Because I've spent quite a bit of time in there, so I probably did see it, and then just didn't realize it was the Nakatomi building, and then probably got. Now I'm disappointed. Thanks, Jenny.
I'm sorry. Like when I saw your post about you kind of going all over town with. I assumed that. Well, maybe you went here.
No, I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a real building.
Check out the ductwork when you go.
I'm not checking out the ductwork, and I'm not checking out the vents and the the boiler rooms and the plant rooms.
You do a survey, we'll sort it out for them. Fire alarms would have gone off by now as well.
What if there's no fire alarms?
Death trap.
Towering Inferno. I feel like the Towering Inferno is a very Steve movie. Would I be correct in saying that, Steve? Maybe it's just because of the Poseidon Adventure.
He recommended the Poseidon Adventure. Yeah. Do you like disaster films, Steve? Is that kind of your...
Yeah, is the Towering Inferno a Steve movie?
And you know who was in Poseidon Adventure, Morgan, right?
I do. I know full well who was in the Poseidon Adventure. For some reason, he also stars famously as postal worker next to Lou in 1947 Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka
is
in the Poseidon Adventure and also in a tiny little role in the original Miracle on 34th Street.
And somehow he has an Oscar for a movie that no
one's he is an Oscar winner. Which nobody realized.
No, they just know him as terrible Grandpa Joe. What is your dad's take on Grandpa Joe? Does he think he's a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't have an opinion.
Do you not watch Willy Wonka at Christmas? Is Willy Wonka not a Christmas film?
No.
It's a family film, though, isn't it? It's always on at a family time of year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's... I guess for some people it might be classed as a...
If Wizard of Oz is a damn Christmas film, I think Willy Wonka can be.
Grandpa Joe's a good guy.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he is, isn't he? Or is he a bit creepy?
He's not creepy. He's just a
freeloader. His family is eating cabbage soup. His family is eating cabbage soup.
Go to a chocolate factory. I all of a sudden can sing and dance. I've been sat in this bed.
I'm spending all this spare money on chewing tobacco and pipe tobacco while we're all eating cabbage soup.
What's he called?
What's he called?
The little lad.
Charlie.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
does he not want to just do it for Charlie?
But also think about this, right? They're a really poor.
I'm on a be kind.
Right, okay, but they're a really poor, destitute household, right?
I know.
There's 4 grandparents in one bed. Who's the one who gets spare money for tobacco? Grandpa Joe. They have to eat cabbage water.
You don't know what the others are getting spare money.
Can't work. The poor mother's just working all day.
How do you know?
We don't see it. We don't see it.
Well, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, that's a good point there. Grandma Georgina might be up to some tricks, Janine. We don't know.
Exactly. She could be doing anything.
Bringing money in.
Within the film, what does get mentioned is his tobacco.
It's tobacco.
And he's got a better connection to Charlie than the rest of them.
She's a little bit harsh. I've always felt it's a little bit harsh.
Did you spot the rubber feet in this scene?
The rubber feet?
Yes.
With the blood.
He has rubber feet on in the scene. So he could be barefoot, but also protect his feet from the glass.
I've ever noticed that.
There's a certain point where he is wearing like fake feet.
Steve's worried about the servers and the VPN.
He's got the same concerns I have with
pipes. To be fair, you and Steve are very, very similar people.
Unrealistic.
Steve is our technical advisor.
Yes.
Steve needs to have a word with you about your audio stuff then for these.
The audio stuff's fine. I know that all we need is a nice. You need it in your ear.
Yeah, but it needs a proper job then, doesn't it? It's raining out there now.
Do you want 2 in your ears?
I just won't be able to move my head.
You can move your head. I've been moving my head all night. You're gonna know. Stiff neck.
I know.
Wake up tomorrow morning and just be like, oh God. What's that? What's that you've put in front of the light? That piece of thread.
What?
That.
I don't know it.
We only love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Janine, because it's one of the most low-key sociopathic movies of all time.
Right? Like, everyone thinks it's a fun family film, but he's kind of low-key murdering children. I actually watched this lawyer who does videos, and he, broke down all the lawsuits that Willy Wonka would face in that movie. I don't think it's the same little girl, but it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead who plays her, the older version of Lucy McLean. But she looks like she could grow up to be Mary Elizabeth Winstead. But I don't believe it's her.
I've never seen a Die Hard past Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Seriously?
Why would I ever want to watch 4 and 5?
Live Free and Die Hard wasn't terrible because I like Justin Long. He's very funny. But after that, yeah, the last one was terrible.
It's all a bit aggressive, though, isn't it? I mean, from an outside perspective, you get the impression that this is what American forces are like in any situation. It's just like, right, round up all the heaviest artillery possible and storm the place. He's taking his vest off now. He's gone bare chested.
Might as well.
You're properly bashing that microphone.
Yeah, but it's right in front of me there. I can hardly. I'm pinned in. I can't move my head.
You're not pinned in. You can move your head.
Why do you have him trapped like this?
I feel like I've got a bloody straitjacket on.
You have him in this Christmas sweater.
Just move.
Dress me up.
Just move yourself.
Didn't give him any snacks, Morgan.
No snacks. No briefing.
You're making us look bad.
Just move yourself.
Oh,
can do whatever.
Look, it's the guy from the Burbs. We were talking about how we hadn't seen him in anything else.
What's his name? What was his name? You were supposed to be remembering his name. You were actually supposed to remember his name. Rick Ducommun. Was that his name?
Yes. But we couldn't figure out if it was like Ducommun or
Ducommun.
Yeah.
He's French. Where is he?
He's the phone lines guy in the sewer.
Phone line in the sewer?
Yeah. The guy in the orange jumpsuit who they tell to like cut the power. The power guy. Where are you? You're in like a completely different part than I am.
Well, you knew this was going to happen.
I'm at the part where they're telling him to shut down the power. And he's in the bathroom cleaning his feet.
Oh, man. Have you got it in slow motion?
Yeah, we're ahead. You know we're ahead. We're always ahead. It always happens. You know, it always happens that we can start at the exact same point.
Time, and somehow you just get ahead of them somehow.
I put it down to British processing of movies.
You're not talking just a couple of seconds there.
No, I know.
Okay, I fast forwarded a little bit.
Yeah, we're on the end credits here, Jenny.
Okay, I went.
It's falling off the tower here, Janine. I mean,
no way, you are not that far. I just fast forward to Johnson and Johnson trying to make their big helicopter plan.
No, we'll be fine. Jesus, Mary, Mother of God. Is it an accurate statement?
No.
No, it's not, is it? Mary is, in fact, the mother of Jesus.
Yeah.
Not of God. Unless you count Jesus as part of God.
I have no idea about religion.
God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. I'm more interested, as we all know, in the other Trinity of Satan, the Antichrist, and the false prophet. Way more interesting people.
He'd be a good boxer, wouldn't he?
Would he, with that hair?
Well, he can take a punch.
Be a good wrestler. I don't believe in professional beating each other up anyway. I'm not into all this UFC.
No.
Not at all.
Why has he just realised to turn around and pick that photo up instantly like that? Come on, Alan. It's better than
Come on, Alan. Here's a piece of Alan Rickman trivia for you, Janine.
Okay.
Severus Snape's costume was the only costume that was never changed throughout Harry Potter.
What?
He wore the exact same outfit
in
every scene. And it was never washed, and he stunk by Deathly Hallows. It was terrible.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was never washed over 10 years.
All right.
No, I don't know that. I don't think that's right. That was a joke.
Okay, I fast forward based on that last comment, so I think we're hopefully at the same time.
Oh.
I went to where he picked up the picture.
Come on.
No, he's fighting the flowy-haired German guy.
Oh, now he's fighting the German guy?
Yes.
I mean, you're well behind here. I mean, this is...
I was very behind. I don't know how that happened. So yeah, he's fighting the guy. The helicopters are coming.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Just calm yourself down, please. Oh, I've not got time to drink this with the rest of the movie.
Well, then I guess you're just gonna have to chug it down.
Oh, don't start. I can't. He did humanize the action hero, Steve. You're quite right. Wow, Janine, I've definitely got purple mouth and purple cheeks and
purple everything. That's why you're the purple dog.
Purple feet by the end of it.
Just make fists with your feet and it'll go away.
I don't know why it's just me that when they drink wine gets...
Yeah, I don't know. It
doesn't happen to everybody, because I've seen plenty of people drink wine for a long period of time and not get stained lips. When was the last time you drank a glass of wine?
A long time ago. What happens to me when I do red wine?
It's a bit aggressive, isn't he? It's going to cook him and eat him.
Pull his hair, Bruce.
Oh, no, you don't need to pull his hair, you just hang him by a chain. That's brutal enough. Here's a question for you, Janine. John McClane or David Dunn?
Oh, John McClane.
But who would
been sacked as Barrow manager?
I don't.
Last week.
That's the wrong David Dunn there. Not the right David Dunn. Who would win? Who would win though? Between John McClane and the former manager of Barrow Football Club, David Dunn. Where's Barrow manager been sent?
Well, he's had the job 5 months.
And they're in League Two, though, aren't they? No.
Not doing good.
I think not. Well, it's Barrow. Right, who do you not think it'd be a good fight though?
David Dunn and John McClane.
John McClane.
Yeah.
I mean, David Dunn's definitely winning
because he has superhuman abilities.
But all John McClane has to do is just go like this with a glass of water. Ooh. Ooh. Just all John McClane has to do is get a water pistol and just go.
Yeah, just get one of those like water machine guns.
A super soaker.
Yeah, exactly, and it's done.
Your nan and granddad still own a super soaker.
They actually still kill the cats with it. I mean, he's so lucky, isn't he?
He's a very lucky man, yeah.
He just happened to have this hose reel
that I can tie around myself.
He's got such good knowledge of the building
Perfect
as well.
Hasn't
he? Such good knowledge of the building.
I don't care about Carl.
You know, you could make a really good parody of this film as like a comedy.
Yeah, but it would all be funny to you because you know all about the ductwork.
No, but you could want loads of things, couldn't you? Can't you?
I'm surprised they haven't.
I'm sure someone has. I'm sure in some way something.
Some kind of, you know, like what was it called? Airplane sort of. What was that? You know,
Airplane.
Yeah, that sort of style of this.
Well,
Police
Airplane.
Academy style.
Yeah, Airplane is a very, very close remake of an actual movie.
Yeah,
just
like
with a touch more comedy. That they just played absolutely stupidly, but it's like word for word,
right?
The same movie,
right?
They just played it a bit stupider, and it's like a what's it called, like 0 Hour or something like that from the mid-50s.
Yeah.
Which really, I'm contemplating wanting to do on the main show for.
Yeah, we should. Deja vu. Mm-hmm.
We've not watched Airplane in ages.
I know, me neither.
I mean, I'm not convinced the explosion's that extreme either.
There's no way the lifts are working.
How's the ventilation going?
Well, it's probably off now, but I mean, why has the sprinklers only just started working? There's been fires in the bloody building for the last half hour. Whoever designed that building, bet that when this come out, they're like, "Oh Jesus Christ, PI claim coming here."
Come on, Argyle, make yourself useful.
Argyle's just been asleep. Steve is publicly telling everybody that he's an exceptional thief. Yeah.
Yes.
Here is the main. All right, let's. Wait. Do you know what I haven't done? Is put any comment on the screen. I'm gonna do that. Here's the main implausible moment of the movie. Is Carl on the chain? No way. He comes back from this after hanging lifelessly.
Well, you saw his hand kind of like holding the chain away, so he is maybe getting.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, Jenny.
He had his hand in there, blocking the chain from choking him out.
I like how satisfyingly they all fell on the floor. You don't think John McClane's just really unlucky though? Like 2 Christmases, he just gets ruined by having to do things when he really shouldn't have to.
I think after this first one, next Christmas you just stay at home, don't you?
I know, but then he went to the airport and decided to screw up at Die Hard 2. Did he? It's like Home Alone 2. How bad are the parents in the first place for leaving the child at home and being in such a rush that they just forgot a child and thought he was that random guy in the hat. But then in the second one, to do it again.
Yeah.
They'd have him took
This
off.
time he makes it to the airport.
They would have social services involved immediately.
Kids taken off him. End of story.
All of the children taken. Buzz wouldn't be involved anymore. He'd be taken off him.
They'd be interviewing them all because they'd been abused and stuff.
And Joe Pesci would adopt Kevin.
And that homeless woman from the park.
The pigeon woman.
Yes.
Actually, mum out with dogs. That's what I keep saying to her. She's like the pigeon woman in Central Park. It's true, though, isn't it?
She would probably be a better
To
mother
a point.
than Kevin's actual mother.
To a point, it is.
She's like a Pied Piper with dogs.
To that point, it is true. To the point where she literally lives in the loft of a theatre.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And then Kevin would grow up to become the new Phantom of the Opera.
The Phantom is
Growing up with the pigeon woman in the theater. Hiding in the shadows of the theater.
Just imagine the pigeon woman acting as a Phantom of the Opera, just writing letters to the theatre owners, threatening letters, insisting that all operas just include pigeons. By hands.
Now, would he not have shot the gun?
I don't know, but it's good. It's good acting, isn't it? From old Alan.
So technically, a watch killed Hans Gruber.
He'd have shot the gun.
Oh, it's a nasty fall, though, isn't it? I wouldn't like to fall from that height.
And they dropped him without saying anything. They didn't count.
I mean, come on, please.
They dropped him at a different time.
Still a time, is it?
So he was actually surprised in real life when he fell.
Oh, they dropped him at the wrong time.
Yes, so they did a countdown, but dropped him early, so that look of surprise on his face is genuine.
And that is how you direct a movie.
Yeah.
To get legitimate response from your actors.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the news here. That's so.
It's a nice little road made for the news van to go through all that carnage.
That is such what the news would do as well. Get to the front. Come on. It's our scene now.
Look at that nice, brilliantly white paper.
Where's it all come
over
from?
the heads.
Where's it all come from?
About 6 foot above the camera.
You just got a guy going like that.
Just dropping paper.
Chuck a bit of that on it, make it look a bit realistic. Out of this burning office building that's been on fire for the last 2 hours.
Oh, and yes, that is Al Powell. There he is.
So romantic, almost. How he just
I
comes
was just thinking that.
right?
You're going to come to our house for Christmas, Al.
Wife's there, like, hey, what's
going on here? That's why they're partly broken up in the sequel.
Because of Al Powell.
Al Powell left his pregnant wife for John McClane.
That would not be something that Al Powell would do. He's an honourable man. I've had enough of him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like piles of rubbish, isn't there? It's not everywhere. It's like somebody's been around brushing it up.
It's the same guy who was sprinkling down the papers.
Yeah, how come there's a path for these things just to drive through? It didn't even go. It was like did smooth. It didn't even go over any bumps or anything. That limo then. And I don't reckon that limo can be driven with that.
What, with the bonnet like that? Yeah. Well,
there you go. We'll film that.
Well, Janine.
Yes.
There we go. Let it snow. We'll turn it off. There it is.
You hate the credits and giving people who made these movies any appreciation.
I just don't want to get copyrighted for the song Let It Snow by, I believe, Frank Sinatra, who you said should have played John McClane.
Yeah, technically he was the first choice for.
I'm quite glad, actually, that I've got through 3 glasses of wine, because a 4th glass of wine would have seen me go stupid.
Well, look at there one day. We'll have to pick like a 3-hour epic for the next one.
I was starting to watch one of those earlier on, Janine, until I was reminded I had to be in here at 10 o'clock.
What was it?
Great Escape.
Oh,
yeah, Escape. 2 hours 52.
Is that a Christmas movie?
No.
Why were you watching it then?
I don't know. It was just on. It was there, and I thought, I'll watch that.
Were you enjoying it? Steve McQueen?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll go and watch it again then.
I will.
Do it now.
No, because it's bloody
late now.
Well, Janine.
Thank you, Mark, for joining us and staying awake.
Next time I do it, I hope he's a bit more organised.
I was plenty organised. We were plenty organised. This is literally the most organised possible with the current technical situation.
No,
it is.
No.
How is it not then?
Because I wouldn't have to sit here like this, not wanting to move, because this will follow me.
You've not just listened to what I've said, have you?
Yeah. Right, I'm going.
Right,
bye, everyone.
Bye.
We're all going in 2 minutes anyway, so
I'm going early. Bye. Can't bloody get out.
You can get out. Just shuffle yourself. Honest to God.
I'll leave all that there.
Wow. Literally coming in now. Wait. Well, there we go. I hope we've all had fun. Christmas time.
Bye, everyone.
This has been very fun. I've enjoyed this.
Thank you for partaking in some alcoholic beverages. And wow, that Nakatomi Tower is actually a pretty solid costume.
Yeah, it seemed pretty heavy there, Janine.
Yes. It tastes kind of like candy, so it's one of those sneaky ones.
Terrible.
But
ruthless. Nasty. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, watching the movie and all that good stuff.
It was a lot of fun.
It was. Next one of these, obviously, will be January now.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Air Force One, that's probably looking like the most likely one.
Yeah.
Plenty more of these coming, obviously. We're not stopping these.
Every month. Definitely want to try to keep that up. So, yeah.
Who's to say we won't be drinking on them all?
Yes.
Because it's made it a little bit more fun, hasn't it?
Agreed.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Christina, who was here as well. And a couple of other people, I think, as well. We're here.
Yes, thank you for watching with us. This was so much fun. And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, however you are celebrating. I know it's a tough year this year, but this is why we're doing these things, to help bring some cheer and some joy and some good feelings to everybody.
Exactly.
It's nice. I hope you've enjoyed this. And look, if you're watching Die Hard in 2 days' time and sitting here watching it with us with a bit of stupidness,
yeah,
good stuff. But I think, there we go, Janine, there might only be one thing left to do. I think we have to do it everywhere.
Just what?
You know what? You know what? Unless you want to do some other things.
Oh, well, I was just going to just say where you can find us.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Drinking.
So, besides fun watch-alongs twice a month, we also do some podcasts. So we have Machine Mondays every Monday with me, Janine the Machine, talking all things Schmodown. And then Wednesday with Morgan Hasn't Seen, where I force Morgan to watch things he hasn't seen. We are doing Shyamalan movies right now, so please check those out every Wednesday. And of course, Friday we have the main show, It's a Wonderful Podcast, where we talk old classic wonderful films. So 3 shows on the feed. Please check it out. All places podcasts are found. It's a Wonderful Podcast feed. We have some fun things going on there as well. If you want to find any information about the show, you can find it at the Twitter at It's a Wonderful One. You can find me at Janine DeBean on Twitter and Instagram. And where can everyone find you, Morgan?
Well, I am on Twitter at the Purple Dawn with the 3 instead of the E in the because. Janine, why?
3 is the magic number.
On Instagram at just the Purple Dawn. We have a Patreon as well, patreon.com/itsawonderful1 if you want to check out the tiers and find the one that is right for you on there. That would be lovely.
All the art prints went out yesterday.
So much good stuff, and so much more good stuff coming in the new year. Developments are to be had, so that is fun as well. But the watch-alongs stay consistent, because that's good. I am going to go clean up my purple mouth. I'm going to ask Janine to do what she does best.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye.